And it's like, wow, I can see us coming up. It's like, can anybody see that? Like you see it beforehand now, and you can tell things are just moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
No, yes. Nobody felt that before.
Absolutely.
Dang,
absolutely, we've seen it.
I don't know. I asked him a question here. I asked him. I'm like, oh, what the heck is going on? Hold on. Hey, Darlaina, take the call. You all late. They said you just late, so they understand.
How about
that? I can say
that. Okay. Well, good morning, everybody. I'm so excited for Wellbeing Wednesday this week because it's so important for us to really find the real you. Who are you? What are you here for? And so the question that we want to ask is, who is the real you? So this morning we are going to do a test pop quiz.
I'm glad I'm driving. I'm glad I'm driving.
Oh,
y'all gotta take a test.
That's okay. You're gonna get a special test because I'm gonna call you yours in person. You're gonna get a 1-to-1 with the teacher.
My phone don't accept incoming calls. I ain't paid the bill.
Well, can he rewatch it on one of your channels?
Oh, absolutely.
Hey.
Yo, it's the new
why
world.
Why is y'all not muted? Stop it.
Well, absolutely. This is 15 questions, right? And you're gonna answer them 1 to 5. So let me give you the code. The code is 1 is never, 2 is rarely, 3 is sometimes, 4 is often, and 5 is always. So you're going to answer 15 questions with that same code. 1 is never, 2 rarely, 3 sometimes, 4 often, and 5 always. So you're going to answer them 1 through 5. And then once you're done, whatever number you chose, you're going to add those numbers up. So if you answered 1, if you answered never, that's 1 point. If you answer always, that's 5 points. And so once you answer all 15 questions, we're going to add up your score. And then based on your score, I'm going to tell you if you are really living the real you. Hey, Butterfly
Can
Thoughts.
you give us the grid again?
The grid is 1 is never, 2 is rarely, 3 is sometimes, 4 is often, and 5 is always. We're about to take a quiz called How Are You? How you are, to determine the real you. So I just gave the key. The key is 1 through 5 is your answers. 1 is never, 2 is rarely, 3 is sometimes, 4 is often, and 5 is always. So depending on how Grand Rising, depending on what you answer, the 1 through 5, for each of them, you're going to add up the number. And at the end, you'll know what your number is. Because living authentically isn't just really about letting it all hang out. It means living your true values, expressing yourself, taking risks, focusing on what really matters. So this quiz is going to help you to assess how genuinely you are living, and then offer some good advice to help you to be more yourself. So again, for each statement, you're going to circle the number besides the thing that best relates to you. Be as honest as you can. We're talking about authenticity here. So be as honest as you can, right? Then add up the numbers next to the circles, and then you'll see where you are and discover how to bring yourself more to your life. Okay? So, question number 1. When I have conflict with someone, I talk to them about it directly. 1, never. 2, rarely. 3, sometimes. 4, often. 5, always. Marcus, what's your number?
4.
All right.
Put me down for a 4 for that.
I got you.
I don't like the way you just wrote me into this, but I'll deal with it.
I don't know.
God told she wasn't gonna let you off the hook.
God told me to say
know.
that. I don't know. It was intuitive. It was intuitive. Number 2, when I need help or support, I reach out and ask for it. 1, never. 2, rarely. 3, sometimes. 4, often. 5, always. What's your number?
I'm gonna do another 4.
Okay.
What was number 2? I just
Number 2, you said, Alan?
yes.
Number 2 is when I need help or support, I reach out and ask for it. Never, rarely, sometimes, often, or always. Number 3, I know what matters most in my life. I live consistently according to these priorities. 1, never. 2, rarely. 3, sometimes. 4, often. 5, always. What's your number, Marcus?
I think I'm gonna do another 4.
Okay.
Me too.
All right. Question number 4. When I don't understand something, I admit it and ask for clarification. 1, never. 2, rarely. 3, sometimes. 4, often. 5, always.
I'm a 5.
All right. Question number 5. When someone challenges me or disagrees with me, I back down. 1, never. 2, rarely. 3, sometimes. 4, often. 5, always.
3.
All right. Question number 6. I am influenced by the strong opinions of those around me. 1, never. 2, rarely. 3, sometimes. 4, often. 5, always.
My apologies. Repeat the question.
Sure. It is, I am influenced by the strong opinions of those around me. 1, never. 2, rarely. 3, sometimes. 4, often. 5, always.
3. Give me a 3.
Got you. Question number 7. I usually feel safe speaking up and sharing my real feelings, even if they are negative. 1, never. 2, rarely. 3, sometimes. 4, often. 5, always.
4.
Number 8. I worry about making mistakes and letting people down. 1, never. 2, rarely. 3, sometimes. 4, often, or 5, always.
Probably 5 for me.
Okay. Number 9. I am aware of my strengths and feel grateful for them. 1, never. 2, rarely. 3, sometimes. 4, often. 5, always.
What was the question? I'm aware of what?
I am aware of my strengths and feel grateful for them.
You have the keys.
Yeah, I would go with 4 for that, I guess.
All right.
Maybe 5, but 4. Yeah.
Okay. Number 10. When I make a mistake, I have compassion for myself. 1, never. 2, rarely. 3, sometimes. 4, often. And 5, always.
5 for me. Hey man, I'm picking up 2. Yep.
Number 11. When I don't want to do something, I say no. 1, never. 2, rarely. 3, sometimes. 4, often. And 5, always. When I don't want to do something, I say no.
4.
Okay. All right, 4 more to go. Number 12. I go after what I want and am willing to take risks to get it. I go after what I want and am willing to take risks to get it. 1, never. 2, rarely. 3, sometimes. 4, often. 5, always.
5.
All right. Number 13. My decisions are influenced by what other people might think. 1, never. 2, rarely. 3, sometimes. 4, often. 5, always. My decisions are influenced by what other people might think.
3.
All right. Number 14. I am willing to admit when I'm wrong and apologize accordingly. 1, never. 2, rarely. 3, sometimes. 4, often. 5, always. I am willing to admit when I'm wrong and apologize accordingly.
5.
Yes. Okay. And last question. I embrace my feelings, even ones I don't like. 1, never. 2, rarely. 3, sometimes. 4, often. 5, always.
I'm gonna say 4 for that.
Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now add up all of your numbers and see what number you get. So your score is 62. Marcus.
5, 5, 2.
6-2.
6, 2.
Yes, 6-2.
Okay. So we're gonna see how that is. So now the whole class gonna see how jacked up I really am.
That's what you get for
That's
talking.
all right. The truth will set all of us free if we admit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So if you score,
family, it's all good.
it's all good. Trust me.
It's all good. It's all good.
It doesn't matter the score. The score just it's just an awareness tool. And it's all good. There's nothing bad in any of the scores. So if you scored 15 to 25, it says plant a seed. Expressing yourself authentically is challenging for you, but have compassion for yourself and know that speaking up can be scary for everyone. Living authentically means living vulnerably, and vulnerability is uncomfortable. So accept that and then start small. Write a letter to someone you've been scared to be honest with. You don't have to send it, or try practicing saying no to someone you feel safe with. That's for a score 15 to 25. Okay. If you scored 26 to 45, it says get support. You know how important authenticity is, but you let your fears, doubt, and worries hold you back more often than you like. Seek support from a friend who can challenge you to step outside of your comfort zone. Tell the person or a few people that you're changing and wait a minute, how to say? Tell the person or a few people that you're charging them with pushing you to push yourself. That is in X, Y, and Z situations, you find it hard to be authentic, and in those scenarios, you need an extra boost. So ask your friends to give you a push. If you scored 46 to 60, says go for it. You've experienced the joy and liberation of being true to yourself. You're doing so can be a hit or miss for you, depending on the circumstances. Now is the time for you to double down, take more risk, even if you feel scared. Think of all the bold things you've done. Start by giving yourself more credit. In fact, you might even want to write down times when you spoke up or put yourself out there. Now, 61 to 75 says lead others. It says you live your life loud and proud. Sometimes you still get hurt or are scared or wish you'd done something different. That is to be expected. Living authentically isn't about perfection. Keep challenging yourself, but also help lead others in doing the same. Your willingness to model authenticity for loved ones and offer them compassionate and encouragement can make a huge difference and also help you keep up the good work. Hey, you doing a good job. Yeah, you doing a good job. Hey, you doing a good job. Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
That's amazing, right? And see, you was all scared.
Wow.
And you won.
Better celebrate yourself, boy.
I wasn't, you know what? Honestly, I wasn't scared. Y'all know me. I just like talking junk. But I have to admit that is very accurate. Especially, about, getting let down sometimes. But at the same time, always, looking to be a leader, looking to be, an example to other people. So yeah, that's I'm really surprised at how accurate that is.
So you can find that this quiz is called Finding the Real You. It's in the quarterly Oprah magazine, Life Lessons. I absolutely love Oprah and the things that she puts out. So I'm always, and so as I was reading it, I did it for myself, and I too scored in the 60s. And so, and I got the same thing that Marcus got. And so it's so important for us to continue to live out loud, to live authentically. And so if you really want to know ways to get to know the real you, I'm going to tell you how. Okay. So as humans, we really crave connection. Nothing makes us feel better than that sweet, heartwarming sense of feeling seen and understood. And science backs this up. Studies have found that feeling understood activates the areas of your brain associated with reward. So while feeling unseen or misunderstood triggers these negative feelings. And so we know that the key to feeling seen is living authentically. And that's shown to make you feel good. There's a 2006 study that found that authenticity or having self-awareness and acting in a way that reflects what you believe about yourself is tied to a whole slew of benefits. Those who scored highly for authenticity were more likely to have healthy relationships, respond better to stressful situations, have higher confidence, and a stronger ability to follow through on the goals than those who function in less authenticity. So that really is a lesson in be authentic, be your authentic self. I don't know why we then ignore the warm, feel good benefits of authenticity and hide our true selves. So many of us will put that mask on, you know, that one that covers up all of our faults and all of our insecurities, along with our quirks and our strengths that make us unique. And after a while, the mask starts to get uncomfortable. You might hear yourself answer a question and think, but wait, that's not what I meant. Maybe you look around at your friends and you wonder why you don't seem to share the same interests, and most of all, you might wonder why it's so hard to take the mask off. One reason, according to Psychology Today, is that authenticity and thereby being seen can be painful. Understanding yourself can mean recognizing your own shortcomings and putting them out there on display that other people could potentially judge. It takes work. Checking in with yourself before every decision can be exhausting, and it requires real concentration and introspection. And even then, getting authentic might not always pay off the way you think. Being seen is a two-way street. You may play the largest part in putting yourself out there, but whoever is seeing you also plays a role too. And you have no control over that part. You can be as authentic as you possibly can be, speaking your truth loud and eloquently, but the receiving party may only hear what they're expecting or want to hear. Some listeners may have biases towards you. They may only look for what agrees with their worldview, or others might only react to what they expect to hear, no matter what you say. I don't got them kind of friends. What you can control, however, is how you see yourself, how you represent that self-understanding to others. This week, how about try getting real about how you feel, what you believe, and who you want to spend time with. There's no need to do no big overhaul in your life. Just start noticing how you act and then make small, easy changes to inch closer to what feels more authentic to you. And so here's how you do that. One, try something new. We sometimes think there's a set you and that expressing it is easy as tapping into the real self. But the truth is, we're constantly changing, evolving, uncovering new truths about ourselves. So what feels authentic today may not feel real after a loss or a move or a new relationship. So we're constantly changing. So one good way to uncover more of your personality is to get out of your comfort zone. Go do something like whitewater rafting, try stand-up comedy, go out for a meal by yourself, or cook something entirely different that you normally don't do. And then test out this new activity on yourself first, do it by yourself, and then invite your friends to join later. Sharing a new side of yourself can help you to feel more seen, or just might help you to see your friends or yourself in a new way too. How about find yourself a buddy? Find yourself somebody to hang out with. Open up to a new close friend about your plans to be more, well, open. Tell them about your pattern of hiding yourself and ask them to call it out if they see it. Say, if I keep going with other people's thoughts and going with other people's decisions, call me out and tell me ask me what I really want, so that you can stop doing what other people are doing and give an honest answer. If you don't want to go for tacos, say you don't want to go for tacos. Tell them you'd rather go for steak. If you don't want to go bowling, tell them you'd rather go skating. Tell what you really feel. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to always get it, but it absolutely opens you up to be more authentic to what you really want. And then the people around you won't see you as, oh, she just going to do whatever we do. So, yeah, she just going to do whatever we do. And so there's a payoff for not only you, but for your friends too. There's some studies that have shown that authenticity can lead to closer relationships and better self-esteem. The next thing, banish the words, I'm fine, from your vocabulary. I'm fine. This article, the way they wrote I'm fine, if you turn it, let me see if I can show it to you. If you turn it around, it says, help me. Can you see it? I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine, right? But if you turn it all around, help me. Help me.
Shut your mouth, girl.
Help me.
What?
Wow.
So when you say, I'm fine, you really saying, help me. I get it, because sometimes we do feel fine. Sometimes we are fine. And sometimes it's just not worth getting into the nitty gritty of really what's going on with your true emotions, especially not with certain people. But if you hear yourself telling everyone who asks you that you're fine, you're probably masking your true feelings. That means that your friends can't see what you're really dealing with. And by repeating a false narrative, they won't ever be able to see what you're experiencing. And those are your friends. You know the true friends. You know the ones. So this writer wrote, she recently put an end to saying, I'm great. She said the never-ending I'm great offs keeps us from more meaningful conversations, which could actually help us to feel truly great. Research shows that people who have more substantial conversations, ones that push beyond the great weather we're having, are happier than people who fill their days with small talk. I'm in agreement with that. I have some great conversations in my days, throughout my week. It's not just, oh, it's raining in Georgia. It's really, how are you? It really is, what are you experiencing? Well, whatever that is, that could be this or that. So try thinking of new ways to describe your feelings, so you're prepared with deeper answers than the next time somebody pops the question, how are you?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. God dang it. You already know.
Listen, we always are going to say that we're doing well, we're doing fine. But with some people, you don't have to give that answer. With me, you don't have to give that answer. With certain people, you don't have to give that answer. Some people you got to get an answer because it ain't none of their business how you really doing. But to your true friends that really love you and really want to know how you really are, you can really tell them that I'm not fine today. This is bugging me, or that's bugging me, whatever. Sherry got her hand up.
So in another room, I learned that FINE is an acronym for fucked up, insecure, needy, and emotional.
Oh,
insecure, needy, and emotional.
Wow. I'm never saying I'm fine again. Well, anybody who I say I'm fine to, they know I ain't fine. It's fine. You know how you say it? I'm fine. And they be like, but what? And they know I'm not fine. If I say that to you, I'm not fine. That's usually in a lot of intimate relationships. Hey, baby, you all right? I'm fine. And you know you in trouble because she ain't fine. But that acronym is something else. Absolutely get comfortable with the things that you feel might be flawed. Write a note to yourself. I really need to like me more. I really need to like me more. I need to love me more. So really start to open up about not only what's inside that might be a little bit cringeworthy, because there's a lot of us. That's a whole club we can join. We're all human. And so by definition, that means we are often messy and raw and wrong. But when we love only the parts of ourselves we deem to be good and strong and smart, we reject the parts of us that make us real. Like, oh, she's so real. And so this sets us up for inauthenticity. So we start hiding what's real and showing off the sparkly but seeming perfection, which is fake. The only thing to do with our imperfections is to accept them with forgiveness and compassion, because it's the only way to live. When you are hiding, you want to avoid hiding your true self. The next time you feel self-conscious about your imperfections, get proactive. Make a list of everything that others might see as wrong with you. And you know, when you write this list, it's not about the others. It's really you. Because ain't nobody told you that. Nobody told you any of those things was wrong with you. But when you write the list, thank yourself for it. And in that moment, if you feel yourself starting to shrink down to hide your vulnerabilities, take a moment, forgive yourself, and then keep being you. It's so important to be you. And when you are you, you know what happens when you are yourself? You show up as this most authentic you, and people begin to know you for who you are. They said, "Oh, that's Darlaina. She always wears glasses. She's tall. She always has on something sparkly. She's amazing that way." Or, every time we see Sherry, we know Sherry's going to be wearing her amazing Bulani jewelry. She's gonna have on something beautiful. Like, we know that, and we start to learn that. And then they also start to learn, you know what? She don't take no stuff. I know that New York girl don't take no stuff. And so you want people to know you for your authentic self. Who is your authentic self? Can you make a decision to show up as the best you? That means the best you when it comes to talking to people, when they say, do you want to do this? Or do you want, really? I don't know why Instagram been acting up so badly today. I don't know. Let me see if I go out and come back in. We just got a few more minutes. It's the second time I had to do that. Instagram is a hater. There we go. Let's see if that helps. Yeah, Instagram been hating all day. So, it's so important to do that. So the steps to getting back to who you are authentically is, one, do something new. And you might find out that you are actually going to like it. So when you think about some things that you could do different and new, what comes to mind? Don't everybody tell me all at once. Put it in the chat.
That's different.
I didn't hear you. What you say?
Your background is different. It's new.
Yes.
Look,
yes.
I love it.
It's not a sunshiny day, so I sat down here because it's no sun. I usually sit upstairs at the window, but it's no sun today, so I said I'll sit down here and have my fake sun.
Yeah, we have to make our own sunshine.
You gotta make your own sunshine. What you say?
Yes.
It's sunshiny somewhere.
It's yep, probably in Florida.
You got it. You got it.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take you being here. I really don't. Hey, Shanice.
Boy, you just don't need that.
So absolutely try something new. You may actually like it.
The words.
Yeah, try something new. And then find somebody that you can connect to, that you can say to them, I'm really working hard on being my authentic self.
Yep.
And so in being my authentic self, I need to speak up for myself. If people say, I want to go here, I want to do that, and you don't want to do it, just say no. My friends know I'm saying no. I'm not coming to that. My friends that's invited me to pay $35 to go to the park. I got a park at my house. You want me to go outside? I'm good. You gotta really know. And so my friends know, don't invite me outside, invite me inside. I want to be inside. Every once in a while, maybe, depending on what's happening, if it's like an outside concert or something like that, then I might consider it. But it just depends on who the acts are and whatnot. So it's so important to live your authentic self, authentically you. And so if you are finding yourself not doing that, your buddy can absolutely say, you keep saying, yeah, you don't even like that. And so speak up for yourself. You don't want to go? You don't like that restaurant? Don't go there. Say no. Or you may say, all right, if I go to this with you this time, next time we got to go to the place I want to go to. So we may do that with our friends or our families or whatever. We may make this compromise for that. And so just really, and when you have these rocket booster friends and buddies, they'll tell you. Kemp always telling me something. Why you do that? Don't do that. That's not how you do that. Do it like this. Do it like that. Right? All these different ways, right? And so take those words, I'm fine, out of your vocabulary. How many people say that I'm fine? Who say that? I'm fine. And doggone well you not fine. Somebody get out your car, they try and give you gas money. You be like, no, I'm fine. You really are not.
I don't do that no more.
No.
Hey, why would I ask them like this when they say they fine? You know what I would always say? I ain't ask you how you look.
That part.
Think about that. Hold on.
Yes. It's so crazy because really think about it. Like when you say those words that you are fine, you really are asking for help some kind of way. When you tell somebody you fine, you don't need the gas money, and you looking over at your gas tank and you only on a quarter tank of gas, you just drove somebody 4 miles away from where you normally would go. Now you got to go drive all the way back and burn more gas, and you're not fine. You're really saying, help me. So now think about all of the people who say, I'm fine. When they say I'm fine to you, understand that those words turned around say, help me. So how can you help them when they say I'm fine? Maybe probe a little bit more and ask them more questions, because we want to really be living authentically. So living authentically, saying I'm fine is not really what it is. So it's not I'm fine, is really help me. So you want to remove the words I'm fine from your vocabulary and use the real words to the people that you can, because everybody is not safe for you to tell that you're not fine, but you know who those people are. You know, if you going out your way to do something for somebody and they ask you something and you say that you're fine and you're really not fine, then you don't allow them to seed into you the way that they need to. Maybe they need to just give you some good word. Maybe they need to hang out with you for a little while longer until you feel better, or maybe they need to help you in some kind of way. Maybe you need some assistance in the house, or I know I kept telling people I was fine and couldn't get up and down the steps. Ankle all broke up. Telling me I'm fine. And what that mean? Help me, please. Help me, help me, help me. I wasn't fine. I was not fine. But that's okay, because people didn't believe me that I was fine anyway. And they showed up and came here and made sure that I was fine. So you want
Amen.
to absolutely live your authentic self. If you need help, ask for it from the right people. If you are finding yourself in spaces that don't feel good, um, emotionally, mentally, ask for the help. The help is here. You have so much access now. They have therapy online now. Y'all got me, y'all got Kemp, y'all got all these leaders in this group. You know, you got the Marcuses and the Sherrys and the Brendas. We're all people who have lived a certain life, and all of us probably has each other's answers. And Kim says it all the time. When you are looking to do something, find someone who has your result and follow them. You can go to YouTube University, and let's say you enjoy Lisa Nichols or Eric Thomas. You literally can put their name in and consume all their content. And once you have listened to all their content, right, you can go buy their books and get everything that they have put out in the world as to how they did it. Cliff said, closed mouths don't get fed. You're right. So you can see how they did it, and you can do it too, but your way. You know, Lisa Nichols gave this experience of this woman who said, I'm not going to be a life coach because you're already one. What? I'm only one person. It's 7 billion people in the world. There's a nation of people assigned to you that won't hear my voice, but they will hear yours. So it doesn't matter that somebody else is doing it. They don't got to you. We need all of you to show up in your gifting so that the world is impacted by what you do and what you do great, and how you want to serve. Absolutely. I'm not you, Laverne. You so smart. Man, listen. I can't do what you do. But we all need each other's greatness in order for the world to be a better place. Can you just imagine when you walked in Walmart and the person that say, oh, welcome to Walmart. Welcome to Walmart. Because they know that this is a job they just do for fun. They ain't got to do it. So they get just to have fun and meet people. That changes the whole idea of I work at Walmart. I'm working at Walmart because I'm having a good time. I needed an outlet. You know, everything that I do at home is kind of, it's work or whatever. But coming here is like a party. Can you imagine that? And you see those people. How about the traffic controller that's dancing with the flags at the airport? They're enjoying their jobs. The more people enjoy their jobs, the better the world will be. Or the UPS driver that came up to the house and it was a note there. And the note on the thing said, I had to work today. Today is my son's 7th birthday, and I bought him a X5. And can you put on this costume? And if you do, it's $200 under the mat. And just welcome my son when he gets home. It's a whole viral video. This woman who dropped the package off She opens it up. The $200 is under the mat. She puts on the whole Mickey Mouse costume. And when the little boy comes up, she's standing there with his present. Mickey Mouse is at the house waiting for him when he get home. And so after he comes up, gets the present, gets a hug, all excited that Mickey Mouse is there, she just ushers him into the house, tells him to lock the door because his mom will be home in like 30 minutes or something. And then she takes the whole thing off, puts it back in the box and leaves it there and does this great deed. She didn't have to do that. But that's somebody who enjoys what they do, enjoys the interaction with people. It's just amazing to do. Listen, there's so many things that you can do to uplift somebody's day. Cliff said, that's right. We all have our purpose that God intended for us. We do. And as soon as you touch it, as soon as you do just a little bit of that purposeful work, it feels so good that you want to hurry up and get back to it again. How can I get back to it? How can I do it again? Yes, a quick $200. Yes, it's if you Google a UPS driver, Mickey Mouse suit, something like that, you'll be able to find this video. It was just so, that mom was so ingenious. And that is also a lesson in trusting God that the right person will show up and do that for her son. Man, that little boy was so happy. Man, he will remember that for the rest of his life. As opposed to having to wait for his mom to come home and then she give him the present, whatever. That was so impactful that lady did that. So how do you show up and be impactful, being your authentic self? Your authentic self is right here, ready, willing, able to live the life of your dreams. We got to stop living these unhealthy things. I remember I was driving Lyft, right? And one of my friends said, well, do you like it? I was like, I like the people. She was like, no, but do you like that job? I was like, no. And she was like, why you do it then? I was like, because I need to make the money. She was like, girl, you can't be doing stuff for money. And I said, you know what? You're right. I didn't really know how things was going, turn out, but I stopped doing it because it was really, I was working 12, 11, 10 hours making $200. Can you imagine if you came up with your book or your course or some other kind of work and you made $200 an hour? But you can't spend 12 hours. That's not the best use of your time when you are so amazing as you are. Is that and I ask myself this question all the time when it comes to living my life authentically. Is this the best use of my time? 12 hours? I'm a certified emotional healer. Why am I outside for 12 hours doing anything other than what I'm certified in doing? Sometimes we really just have to trust the process. And I said, and I really did quit. Now you can't do that. I was staying with somebody at the time. I didn't have all these bills I got now. So I quit and started to focus on my book and getting clients and all of that. But I was in a position to do that at that time. But even here now, with the amount of bills that I have, I still absolutely trust that God is going to bring me everything that I need as long as I am in action. You can't just get in the bed and put your head under the cover and expect, life to happen the way you want it. You absolutely have to be working intentionally. You have to put the work out. People have to see you. People have to know that this is what you do. And so you have to do the things that allow these things to happen. And so that is doing the work. That is putting the work in. So put in your authentic work to get you to living your authentic life. This life that I'm living right now, it's like magic and miracles every day. Not to say that bad things don't happen, because they do. I just had a blowout on the expressway. That was scary. Took roadside assistance 4 hours to come pick me up. I didn't get home till 3 a.m. So absolutely, that's not to say that stuff don't happen, because it does. But I'm absolutely living my best life in this moment. I'm living my best life. Things that I see, I used to tell myself, "Oh, you can't do that," or nobody not going to support that. You know, I used to tell myself that, and I'm certain that some of y'all is telling yourselves that too. Ain't nobody gonna listen to you. Ain't nobody gonna show up. Ain't nobody coming. I had a house full of women last night. My girlfriend said, "Can I use your house? I want to do something," and I said, "Sure." So she brought over all these ladies to my house for a wine tasting and lingerie show. Margaret Pitts and my girlfriend Tandra, and they had this great event here. I'm looking at this like people can, and it was a monsoon in Georgia yesterday, and I had a house full of people. And that speaks to, if you build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come. So, you know, live your authentic self. Find, you know, the people that are going to help you. Get comfortable with who you are, flaws and all. It doesn't matter. We're all perfectly imperfect, and that's okay. Perfectly imperfect. Everybody got something. You know, everybody got something. Oh, you so cute. Yeah, but you ain't seen my feet.
Damn it, that's good. That was good.
Everybody, listen, everybody, nobody is perfect.
Yeah.
Nobody is perfect. So I'm not perfect, you're not perfect, and we live in this perfectly imperfect world. So be your authentic self. Make sure that you are answering these questions, learning where you are. She's laughing at me. Where you are, and just be okay with who you are, and just show up your authentic self. And guess what? We will accept you just as you are. Back to you, Mr. Satchel.
Wow. Girl, you bet the 1,000. Did y'all hear me? This girl is betting the 1,000, man. I love this.
Yes.
What she just talked about, ladies and gentlemen, is so real. And I want you to read something to us, Darlaina, real quick.
Yes.
What it says when life-changing alliances, what is life-changing alliance? What is our motto?
Our motto is take control over your life.
No.
Oh, what? No. What? Just the life-changing alliances, who we connected to?
It says, what does it say in life-changing? In our logo, what does it say? If we
can change you, we can change your world.
Look at that. Look, listen. Y'all ain't listening to what she just said.
If we can change you, we can change your world. Right. My friend said, you need a radio show. I'm claiming it. Come on, radio show.
What?
Let's go, radio show.
Right here.
This is it. This is absolutely. I'm really, you know, it's so important to be who you are. I've learned the hard way about being something for someone else, or living a life according to what you believe your parents think you should be, or your boss think you should be, or somebody else think you should be, and it's an unhappy life. It's an unhappy life to live inauthentically. So you must live your authentic self, whatever that is, flaws and all. Listen, for most of my life, I ain't wear sandals. I said, I'm not wearing no sandals. My feet is not cute. And then in my 40s, guess what I found out? No one cares. No one cares. So guess what? I wear sandals now. Y'all just gonna have to deal with it.
So hold on. So listen. So when you said I'm fine.
Yes.
This is the deal. The first thing that came out of Deidre's mouth, this is it. The first thing that came out of her mouth, she says, I have to change that habit.
Yeah.
Did you notice that? When and that's when I learned, I said, see, a lot of us, we are actually being somebody else who taught us how to be it. Like when you come here, a lot of you are learned. If we can help, first of all, you got to be able to see you.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. We ain't see that part. But then, like, you know, your mom and your dad, all them people are saying, well, you know, how you doing? I'm fine. You heard that in your neighborhood. That's all you heard. So it became a habit. Like one day I went into the store. I said it to a guy. He says, no, I said, what's up? One word. What's up? He said, what's up? What that mean? And he stopped. He stopped right there. I can promise you today, a lot of people are going to listen. Do you ever hear a person cuss and say, "Oh, excuse my French"?
Yep.
That's English. Why you calling it French?
Yeah.
Why do you say that? Why do you say excuse your French? Yeah. It's a habit, guys.
Yes.
You develop these things, and once you get around, now watch. If you look, you get around certain people. See, you hear when Darlaina says her superpower or super something friend, a rocket booster friend, right?
Yes.
The rocket boosters, right? So how would you like to become the rocket booster?
Absolutely.
Follow what I'm saying? So the only way we can literally, man, this class was really good today because authentic and Lord knows is folks that's going what you're going through. Man, I just think we need to add another hour just to hear what people got to say about this class.
Yeah.
This is real, God. This is every day. And then you got your friend. How you doing? I'm fine.
I'm fine.
I'm fair to me.
And I mean, why don't everybody go, if you're on the social platforms, go in the comments and say what your authentic self, what that means. And then if you are here in Life Changing Alliances, go into the group and write what this class means to you. And that way we can get your feedback from it, because it's so important to know that you are living your authentic self. And if you're not, what are you going to do different so that you can get to living your authentic self, getting the numbers up on that quiz if you scored low.
Wow.
Getting yourself to that space. Yep.
Wow.
For sure.
Okay. Well, anybody got something to say? Anybody want to say something about this class? Go ahead, say it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, y'all, it's past 10. It's 10. So with that being said, we love you all. God bless you. You ain't getting nothing. I heard it, baby. Let me tell you something. It was number 5 for me. I'm listening to you. Give me another one of these little things.
Yes.
I mean, literally living my best life.
I love it.
Great class today. Great class.
That being said,
Thank you,
love
Dad.
you. God bless
so welcome.
you.
Thank you, Dad.
And we can see you again tomorrow. Goodbye. You guys have a great day on purpose. Take control of your life. Somebody else will, and you ain't gonna like it, so you might as well go ahead on it.
Do something. Yes.
Great.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you. You guys are amazing. I like the idea. I'm supposed to be shooting the Darlaina Rose show this weekend, so thank you. That tells me that I am right on track for it. I do have a lot of information. I really just want people to live their life out loud, live their life on purpose and in purpose. And if I can be the catalyst for change to make that happen, then that's my jam. That is my life purpose. I am living in and on purpose, just being right here with you every single day to talk to you about the law of attraction, manifesting the life of your dreams. That is absolutely my jam. You know, they say, what is that thing that you do? That thing that you would do, whether or not people paid you or not? I'm in it right now with you in this moment. So absolutely have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same station. Bye for now. Thank you, everybody, for watching on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitter. You guys are amazing. Have an amazing rest of your day. Let me see. Somebody said something. Oh, we are perfectly. Oh, yes. I love that. Thank you, Sparkle Golden. You're amazing. Have a great day on purpose. Bye for now.